All right, my dear BIBLEin365 brothers and sisters, we have arrived at the book of Colossians, and folks, this letter is absolutely incredible. Now, I am going to term this letter the perfect letter for spiritual warfare. If this is an area that you are looking at in your life to want to sharpen, you want to be aware of the things that are invisible, Colossians is the book for you. Now, I want to say this right off the bat. I would highly recommend that you go to jamescadiz.com and you listen to my teachings through the book of Colossians, because I go in depth into the spiritual warfare aspect of this book, especially when we get into chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. Folks, this is great stuff. And what I want you to do is I want you to be invested in what the Apostle Paul tells us. By the way, it is important to note that Jesus is at the beginning and the end of everything, right? And that's in essence what Colossians does. It builds the case for that. It talks about the fact that Christ is God. It talks about the fact that he is everything that we need. And it also talks about the fact that he's the beginning and the end, right? In other words, everything about Christ completes us. Our life is in him. And as we walk with him and we experience that fullness of life, there is radical change. So the idea here is very, very important. As you go through Colossians, look for the invisible, right? And again, the spearhead of this is going to be Colossians 1:17, but the reality of it is there are lots of areas in Colossians to be keeping an eye open for. And I will tell you, I think there's no real fast way around this. You should spend a good amount of time studying this, and you can very effectively by listening to my studies on this. I spend a lot of time going through it. It is an absolutely great book, and you're not going to want to miss any detail related to it. Now, I will simply say this. The Lord makes it clear to us through this passage. He makes it very obvious that the battle that we are fighting cannot be won unless it is dealt with in the invisible realm, right? And I can't keep emphasizing this enough. We need to go to the Lord in prayer. We need to seek him. We need to spend time with him. The more we get to know his word, as I'm sure you're finding out, the more insightful you will become in how you deal with things in life. It is the source of all that we need to find our strength, our hope, to find wisdom. And Colossians is a very practical place to find all of this. It's a very, very practical place, and you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. Now, I do want to say one more thing. There will be the deployment of a term mystery in this book. You will see it deployed in chapter 2. You will see it actually all over Colossians. When you see the word mystery here, understand this is not referring to the type of mystery that you would run into when a detective is trying to solve something. What mystery means here is insight that would not be available to you unless it were revealed to you. That's the idea, right? In other words, it's stuff you can't know unless it's been revealed. And of course, God's word brings that revelation to us. So study it, get to know it. You're going to love the book, you guys. Once again, you can go to jamescadiz.com to listen to all of my studies through the book of Colossians. I think it'll change your life and really bless you. This is life-changing stuff, folks. This is the kind of thing that we need in order to win. It's right here. So get into it. By the way, great job so far. We are approaching the middle of October. We're in the fall. Can you believe it? You guys are great. We're almost at the end. God bless you. Keep fighting the good fight.